Let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Can be the commander's new mole, huh? Infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Hard still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I could. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? If you have any questions, save them for Commander 𝐂𝐴𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏.
𝐂𝐴𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Alright, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander 𝐂𝐴𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏 should be waiting for you.
Yes, Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep our T's crossed and guns loaded.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. It certainly does. So listen up. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into... She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow. Well then, I suppose you'll just have to take your chances. In the meantime, remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for 𝐂𝐴𝐶, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your... Beyond that, you're completely on... All we know is that she's been with the trader. She's shrewd. I'm afraid she's the best lead. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while do what you have to do. But remember why you're out there in the first place. I'm not advocating violence. I'm merely urging you to weigh the consequences. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. As you were.
Hey.
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Howdy. Okay.
Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
Lieutenant Toft will continue the briefing.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Yes. Commander Akande mentioned that when he proposed the idea. Lucky you. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
is UC security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
Hey, what can I do for
There
you?
are no other surprises. Mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Deluxe condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent?
How's the saying go? Show no mercy, leave
We
no
were told there were jobs.
Look, forget it. Now we just feel...
The miners are pretty
We can't
much
wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe.
Can't say not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist. What's your poison? Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got... It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good. Everything. I make it a point. It's my belief that... Don't be a stranger.
Most visitors.
I'm looking for work. You hiring? Payloads. I can optimize your ship's carrying capacity and allow you to carry more cargo. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? Ah, psh. I seem to attract the types with big talk and empty pockets. You don't know what you're talking about. No, that's okay. I think I got it. I hear ya. You got yourself a deal. Great. I'm ready to go. Be there soon.
Yes. What? What's up? What's up? Go to Mars, they say.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks. Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out. Did someone tell you that, darling? If so, it's complete hogwash. Nah, the Trackers Alliance is more of a loose collection of bounty hunters that all agree not to step on each other's toes. So, as long as you're willing to not work against the other trackers when you take jobs from us. Oosh. So, anyway, and will bounty set? Anyway, turns out. Careful out there.
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any exercise at your own risk.
Plan your event or regular gatherings today.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask. Yo, hey, what's up? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool. Let's... Yo, stay good out there.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to 𝐂𝐴TI. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got? No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet, goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure.
If you need a little, you know, touch-up, I'm happy to help. I'd give anything for a transfer to another enhance office. Somewhere. Certainly. Goodbye.
On the ground in Aquila City has reported an increase in attacks by the Shaw gang.
I'd love to take a vacation, if I had the time. Let me guess, you're here? Well, that's a relief. You'll be surprised how often it happens. Sorry, I know it's my job to help people, and I'm Dr. Flynn. Okay, I can barely see what's wrong with you. Oh, good. This looks... You're good to go. I've got whatever you... you know, I've been saying that. You'd think I'd take me own advice. Open up me own... I'd be much... But the truth is, the pay is exceptional. Take care. Howdy.
Hey, you buy from me, maybe I can give you the same discount I give to... Hello, welcome to the Sidonia. I've got a little. But that's because... Take a look. The UC, my employer. But me, I have other ways of getting good. I get a little bit of this. Hey, get you on the flip side.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
Fastest rising corporation in all the settled systems. Power, prestige,
What a day, huh?
money. As a member of the Ryujin family, you have it all. Journalistic integrity at its finest. SS.
Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we? I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate.
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of conflict.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your
Detonation
equipment.
occurs in 5. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
What if my mom weren't so sad all the time?
I just want what's best for... Ugh. That boy means what... Oh, see you.
Do you want to hear the song I just made up? I'm a bunny, you're a bunny, he's a bunny. Ha!
Almost break time. Come on, you can make it. Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding.
Hi, welcome to Jane's. Sidonia's only 100% independent. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue. Okay, let me just pull up my... Yep, that's me on the sign. Jane. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I start... And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. You have no idea. But unless you're some sort of merc... See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. I can't find anyone willing... See you around.
If you know anyone in need of food or shelter, please send them my way. The Sanctum Universal will.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Layla, I think it was.
Oh yeah? Well, I don't know who the hell you are. So what makes you think I'm going to help you out? Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Cydonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved? Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on a second. No one said anything about killing. All I said was, I want my money. How you handle that is up to you. His name's Carl Fielding. Don't worry, you can't... shouldn't you be leaning on Fielding by now?
Somebody's struck oil?
Stay away from the sixth circle.
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to... Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Hmm? Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. Yeah, it's a lousy company. Pays me a salary, but I depend on the profit share. Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the Spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around. What games? No way! I'm already working my fingers to the bone. Well, I might be able to cash in a few of my Deimos shares. I don't think so. I know Adler's paying you to lean on me. So, you're just... If I give you the last of my credit... Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me? Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
Always nice to kick back at the broken spear after a long day.
Hey. Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you... You think you can handle running with my, associates? If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for all... I'm interested. Come on. You're not shopping for real estate here. I'm up. So can you handle it or what? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buying. Kiosk need some work done? I'm sure you can find something you like.
Glad to be a part of the team.
I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. Kill Rake? That's your... If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just... It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep... Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And... I've been tracking Rick for months. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth it.
conversations with his crewmen. Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you for letting us go.
I thought we were dead. I can't believe it.
So you're the fleet's new dog, huh? Be careful around the fleet. They talk about family, but it's just a bunch of crap. If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
with Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Regana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. You know what? I have no idea, and I suppose no kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Commander 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏 wants to see you. Follow me. I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
You have permission to speak freely. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That was quick thinking on your part. Selfless and creative. Our regular agents can be a little too rigid, because they're trained to follow orders. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. Let them remember, they have no idea who actually hired them. I'd suggest you spend less time worrying about us and more time being concerned with the task at hand. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct.
After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Heard the Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
Ready for action, Captain?
Welcome to Stroud-Eklund Star Yard. Permission to dock granted.
I'm Walter Stroud, and on behalf of Stroud,
Not much going on.
welcome. In our new state-of-the-art Star Yard, we
If
are
I were
creating
Tayo, I'd be
revolutionary
very
new
concerned
starships
about the new
at present.
I can't believe Stroud pulled this off.
I'm proud to be part of the Stroud-Eklund team.
I can't decide which model to get.
Nice to see you again. How can I help? A pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the premier Star Yard in the settled system. We may be new, but I think you'll see why everyone's talking about it. Thank you. So, what sort of ship are you looking for? Absolutely. If you need anything, just ask. We got something. Stroud-Eklund may be new, but it has allowed us to learn from the others. In my opinion, yeah. Trident and Tayo both value style over substance in their own way. Deimos is positively ancient. Well, you... Let me show you our stock. Well, I think you'll find we have some right away. Ready to do some business? Oh, you... If you need anything, just ask. Of course.